sun lights up the lake. It's a beautiful sunny day. Ben is carrying all the lake supplies. Howell, sunscreen, back.
Come on.
I'm coming.
Isn't it beautiful?
I like the way the sunlight reflects on the water.
Here, let's get a picture.
But...
Come on, just come here.
So?
You're blinking.
What?
That's okay, you still look nice.
Dean gets small in the cheek and then starts with the water.
Whoa, don't you think we should eat first?
Isn't that like the cardinal rule of swimming, that you aren't supposed to eat right before?
Well, the sandwiches are going to get gross if they sit in the cooler for too long.
Then.
Plus, you love me, and I work super hard enough, so...
Ben hands her a sandwich from a bag.
Fine.
Is it good?
Well, it's a PB&J, and I think they all taste the same.
Harsh.
It's just how I like it.
I always remember.
How romantic.
Eden stands and takes her overshirt off.
Oh, come on, you didn't even finish it.
I'm not hungry.
Eden, wait. Can we talk?
About?
I don't know.
Didn't think you'd get this far?
I feel like we barely talk anymore.
Well, I'm here now.
What about Willow? I mean, you guys haven't spoken in a while. Usually this blows over by now.
Finn.
I know you don't want to talk about it.
We aren't going to talk about the fight, I told you.
Eden.
Drop it.
She misses you.
Have you been talking to my fucking sister?
She texted me last night asking how you were. I didn't realize you
For
hadn't talked.
fuck's sake, Finn.
It's been 3 months.
Look, okay, I'm sorry that I don't feel like getting yelled at. You know, she thinks her life is so perfect with her kids and her husband. Look, if she wants to be miserable and boring forever, it's her life, but it's not mine.
Miserable?
You know I didn't...
I'm not sure I do.
Whatever. If she wants to talk to me, she can talk to me, not you. And she can fucking apologize too.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry. The water is really beautiful.
It is beautiful. Perfect for a swim.
Seriously.
Yes, and you better catch up.
Okay. I'll join you in a sec.
Promise?
Promise. I love you.
He doesn't get to finish. She jumps in. Scene 2, a child's room. Eden is still in the clothes she was wearing at the lake. Willow enters, no older than 10.
Eden, what are you doing?
What?
I told you to stop touching my stuff.
You weren't using it.
Well, I'm gonna tell Mom.
Whatever.
Eden!
They fight over our toys for a few seconds. Willow wins.
You're the worst sister in the whole wide world!
No. Eden, please stop crying. Here.
Willow holds out a fake tiara.
Huh?
Let's play a game. You can be the princess. See?
Princess?
Yeah. And I can also be a princess too, but a bigger one. A stronger one.
What? I want to be strong.
I'm the oldest. I need to be the strongest.
That's not fair.
But I've got to protect you from the evil dragons.
Dragons?
Yeah. Big, red, fiery ones that'll eat you whole.
What?
Ah! There it is!
Ah!
The two begin running around and attacking an imaginary dragon. There is a sense of childlike peace, but they won't have it back.
Quick, get behind me. Back. Get back, you evil dragon.
Get him!
Ah, die.
Eventually, they both fall onto a pile of pillows together, exhausted but happy.
Willow, do you promise
Promise what?
that the dragons won't get me for real?
I promise. That's why I'm here. To keep you safe.
Even when I'm as big as you are?
Of course. It's my job.
I love you, Willow.
I love you too. Now come on. You've got to go.
What?
You can't stay in here in this one forever. You have to move on.
What do you mean?
Scene 3, a middle school cafeteria. Eden has acquired a backpack and looks lost. Jeremy enters looking especially douchey.
Whoa! Watch where you're going. You got a problem, loser?
Jeremy?
Oh, what's this?
Jeremy takes Eden's sketchbook from her bag.
Hey, get that back!
Oh, what's wrong? Can't go anywhere without your little book?
Hey, give that back.
Oh my god. Is this your boyfriend?
I don't even know him.
Jeremy takes a picture of the two on his flip phone and exits laughing. Eden flips him off.
Die, asshole!
Hey, hey, are you okay?
I'm fine. He's just a dick.
Yeah, he looks like he sucks.
Here, do you, want to sit?
Sure.
He sits.
Are you new here? I haven't seen you around.
Yeah, I just moved here from across town. Springfield?
You're from Springfield? Aren't you guys supposed to be rich?
Is that really a thing?
Oh yeah, Springfield is full of rich assholes. I'm just trying to figure out if you're one of them.
I'd like to think I'm not an asshole.
Eden Evergreen.
Finn Ellis. So, how'd you get in with that guy?
Jeremy. I'm an art student, and he's a football player. He's a classic jock versus nerd cliche. Big, strong, dumb guy picks on the weird girl. Not that I care. Being alone is nice. You make better art that way. Like Vincent van Gogh. He didn't have any friends, and he made great art.
Didn't he, cut off his ear?
Yeah, but he's, the best.
He also, ate paint and died.
He was a tortured artist. That's, artist's whole thing. Have you ever met an artist who was happy?
I guess not.
Exactly.
Do you not want to be happy?
Not really. Good art comes out of pain.
That sounds really sad.
I think that's the point.
I guess so.
What are you into, anyways?
Oh, music. Guitar, mostly. I write my own stuff, but it's no good.
I'm sure it's good.
Yeah, well, the guys don't seem to think so. I was practicing in the courtyard earlier, and they haven't left me alone since. You know, you're actually the first person here to talk to me like a normal person and not some...
Loser?
Yeah. Tortured artist, I guess.
Well, tortured artists gotta stick together, right?
I guess so, Eden.
I don't know why, but I feel like we've met before.
Of course we have.
Scene 4. Eden's teenage bedroom. There's makeup, hair products, and jewelry everywhere, all of which looks unused and untouched.
All right, I think that's everything we need to... Hey, Earth to Eden, you okay?
What? Yeah. Sorry. I guess I was somewhere else.
Well, get back here. We have a lot of work to do.
Wow, okay. Thanks, Willow. Love you too.
You know what I mean. Now, look at me. See? It's not bad. You just need a little touch-up. Hand me that.
Thanks again for helping me get ready.
Of course. You think I'd miss my little sister's prom?
You talk about it like it's my wedding. It's just a dance.
Listen, until you do get married, this is my one chance to make you feel less Eden-y.
You're doing absolute wonders for my self-esteem right now.
I didn't mean it like that. This is just so not you. You usually hate this stuff. This is my chance to relive my 10-year-old dreams and play dress-up with you. Can you hand me that?
She points to a pair of tweezers. Eden hands them to her. Willow begins plucking her eyebrows aggressively.
You know, I never got why Mom and Dad said we never got along. Look at us now. No fighting, no yelling, just two sisters having a great time and bonding and...
Willow, I love you, but I think I'm bleeding.
Shit, I'm sorry. Here.
She lays down the tweezers and picks up a mascara wand.
And blink, and blink. Perfect.
There is a heavy and awkward silence in the room, like there is both too much to say and yet nothing at all.
So, how are things?
They're fine. College is fine. Bobby is fine. Everything is just...
Fine. It doesn't sound fine.
Yep.
Okay, but if you need to talk...
Okay, fine. Bobby asked me to marry him. Are you happy?
Oh my god.
I know!
Well, what did you say?
I told him that I didn't know yet.
That is the worst answer to a proposal, like, ever.
I panicked. What the fuck else am I supposed to say? I'm 20. I can't even drink yet and I'm supposed to be getting married?
Well, I'm not getting married, period.
Mm-hmm. Try telling that to Finn.
We're just friends.
That's right. Because you're going to the prom with Jack?
It's James.
And he is...
He's my boyfriend?
You sound real confident about that.
Almost as confident as you sound about Bobby.
I could kill you right now.
Yeah, but you love me.
Uh-huh. What's this?
It's a scrapbook. Mom brought it up here earlier. I don't think I want to see it.
Eden, you're joking. We have to.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. The dress.
Stop, it's bad.
It's us playing dress up. Do you remember that?
Barely.
I do. Vividly.
Oh god.
Is that you in middle school?
This is horrible.
It is! That's you and Charlie and Finn.
I can't do this.
Oh, come on.
She sees something she shouldn't.
What is this?
It's you and Finn.
Yeah, but we've never been to the lake.
Yes, you have. That's why we're here, right?
What's going on?
You look beautiful, Eden.
No, this isn't right. Something isn't right.
Scene 5, a dining room.
Whoa! Hey! You weren't supposed to be here yet.
Finn!
It's okay. Just act surprised when the cake comes out. I worked very hard on it.
He laughs and kisses her cheek.
What's going on?
Well, we threw together a little something for your birthday. I know you hate surprises, but it's really nothing big. And, whoa, hey. Are you okay?
I don't know. I keep getting lost in my head.
Eden?
Everything feels wrong and like it's falling apart and running together. It's like I'm here, but I'm not. Like maybe I'm not supposed to be.
Hey, come here. It's gonna be okay, alright? I don't know what's going on, but I do know that you're here with me. Just like you need to be. And no matter what, I'll be here. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Finn.
Of course. Now, who is ready to have the best birthday ever?
I love you.
I love you too.
Surprise!
Charlie, I haven't seen you in ages.
I know. What has it been, 3 years?
Too long.
Hey, sorry I'm late. Charlie had to help me get things out of the car.
It's okay. I'm surprised you're even here.
Of course I'm here. I wouldn't miss my baby sister's birthday.
Shut up.
Look.
Charlie pulls a bottle of champagne out of the bag.
Surprise!
Seriously?
Uh-oh.
Willow, loosen up a little. It really won't hurt to have a glass.
I have to drive home. Thanks.
Hey, Willow, can you come help me?
For sure. I'll be back.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you your gift while those two are gone.
You got me something?
Of course I did. You're my best friend. Now, here. Open her up.
This better not be any stoner bullshit, Charlie.
It's not. Just open it.
Eden opens the gift. It's a painting.
No fucking way.
Yes, fucking way.
This is mine. How did you get it framed like this?
I know a guy.
Eden and Charlie hug.
God, I feel like a real artist now.
You are. You always have been.
Usually you have to die before your art gets put in something like this.
You always were an overachiever. You good?
I've just been feeling foggy, but I'll be fine.
Yeah, that's what it felt like for me too.
What do you mean?
You know, the little flashes?
Little flashes?
The little flashes. That's what I call them, at least. Little fireworks that go off in your head, sending electrons to every nerve in your body. Pew, pew, pew! Dopamine fucking overload. It's like the best high of your life, and you see God, man. Because it's like, you know, the world spins and lives on without you. Your body will be reduced, reused, and recycled like a sanctuary fucking greenhouse. Worms will crawl into your mouth and make a home in your goddamn teeth. If that's not God, I don't know what is. It feels weird and confusing. Like watching the 4th of July display for the first time when you're a baby and you can't see how pretty it all is. Pew, bang, pop, like it's fucking loud. And then, right at the end, right before it ends, you get the biggest, most beautiful firework you've ever seen in your life. Like Disney level shit. And this thing kills you. It literally kills you. Then soon enough, your body will run out of gunpowder and you'll be reduced to stories. Little flashes in someone else's head. So just feel it, Eden. Remember what being alive feels like until you can't anymore.
Willow and Finn re-enter with a cake with a 22 candle on top.
Come on, guys.
Willow lights the candles as everyone brings the cake over to Eden.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eden. Happy birthday to...
Eden blows out the candles.
This isn't right. Charlie? Willow? Finn?
Eden turns to the cake and picks up the candle. It says 22.
No. I turned 22 3 years ago. There was a party. This party. I remember it because it was the last time I saw Charlie. What's going on? Why am I here? Charlie? Breathe, Eden. Breathe. What's the last thing you can remember? Charlie can't be here. He died 3 years ago. He's been dead for 3 years. And Willow and I, we had our fight, and Finn, oh God, the picture at the lake. That's what this is. That's what Charlie was saying. That's why I'm here. I'm dying.
Scene 6, Finn and Eden's apartment.
Eden,
Finn,
I have something for you. I've been meaning to do this for a long time.
I can't, Finn.
Finn kneels and pulls out a small box.
Ta-da!
Oh,
What's wrong? I know this isn't exactly...
no, I remember. This is when you...
Asked you to marry me. I asked you to marry me.
Finn,
And you said no.
I can't do this. I can't do this one.
Eden.
Hey, God, or whatever is controlling this shit, I'm done. I don't want to do this one.
Hey, look at me.
We never talked about this again. We just kept going like nothing was wrong.
Sometimes that's all you can do.
What if I said yes now?
What?
What if I said yes right now? What if I said that I wanted to spend my life with you? Every second of it. Forever. We could look for houses with a white picket fence and a garden full of every flower you can think of. A dog, a cat, anything. Where you could just make your music all night and I could paint all day. No fighting, no dying. Just us and a good, quiet life.
That was never you, Eden. You know that. You never could have been a wife. You'd never be happy like that.
But what if I could have been?
I would have gone with you in a heartbeat. I always would have.
So why can't we go now?
Eden.
Finn Ellis, you are the only person I've ever loved.
Eden takes the box.
From the moment I met you at that fucking middle school cafeteria, I have loved you. I always knew I would, and I thought I'd never lose you, but I did. And I was scared, but not worried. I should have been. I will never get this chance again. I'm so sorry it took me so long to say it, but it's true. Marry me, please. Let's go right now.
Finn takes her hand and kisses it.
You never lost me. Not once. I would have followed you anywhere.
It was never fair.
Neither is this.
Please. Please, if I'm here for a reason, let me change it.
I'm not him, Eden.
Please, let me fix it. Before I go, just please.
I'm not your Finn. Not really. I'm a memory of him. And I know that if you could change this, you would. But you can't. You aren't here to fix this, Eden. You're just here to remember. That's all life is. Remembering the good and the bad. Because that's what it's all about. It's sad. It's unfair. It's messy. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it has to be both. Loving you was the most beautiful, messy thing in the whole world. And I'm glad I got to for as long as I did. I didn't regret this for a second. I would have loved to be your husband. But I'm the luckiest man in the world to have been with you at all, Eden Evergreen.
We could have had so much.
And we did. We had everything.
The two sit together. It's raining. You can hear it on the roof.
It's a nice night.
It is.
I don't want to leave this one. I don't want to leave you.
I don't think you have much of a choice.
Will I see you again?
I think so.
When does it happen? When do I go?
That's all you, Eden. Just you.
Just me.
Scene 7, a living room. Eden is sitting on the couch.
We need to talk.
Oh.
What?
This is it, isn't it? This is where we fight.
It is. It's the last time we'll see each other.
Willow.
Here.
Willow hands Eden a piece of paper.
It's a job offer. Bobby's firm is hiring, and I was thinking you'd be perfect for it. Look, I know it's not really your scene, but you can't live like this, Eden. What are you making from your art? $500 a month? If you're gonna get married someday, you're gonna need that money.
Finn and I aren't getting married.
What? Did he not get you the ring? Oh, shit. Has he not asked you yet? Oh, God. Please don't tell Finn.
I said no.
What do you mean you said no?
I wish I hadn't, but I did. You can be mad, and you can scream at me and tell me how much I'm fucking up my life like you did last time, but it won't change it. I said no. To Finn, to Bobby's stupid job, and to a normal, boring-ass waste of my life.
Are you saying I'm wasting my life because I got married? Got a real job? Had kids? A family?
Coming from the person who didn't want to get married in the first place.
Don't you dare bring that up. I was nervous, and 5 fucking years younger than you are now. It's different.
Is it? Don't shit on my life because you never got to live yours. Get divorced, run away, but don't call me a problem for doing what you didn't have the balls to do.
And this is the life? Bills piling up? Having to live off your boyfriend's salary?
You don't know shit about me.
And you do?
I
You
wish
know what you want so bad?
I wish I had said yes, okay? Is that what you want to hear? I wish we never had this stupid fucking fight.
Then why didn't you, Eden? If you regret it so much, then why didn't you do it?
Because I didn't know, okay? I didn't know. I didn't know that this would be it. I thought I could be young and stupid and we'd laugh about this on our rocking chairs one night, but we can't. Because I didn't know.
You didn't know. You didn't know how dark the water would be and how hard it would be to see. I mean, you couldn't even see your fucking hands. Which is why you couldn't tell that your leg was caught in the weeds. You didn't know that you wouldn't be strong enough to pull yourself back up. I'm sure you still don't know that Finn dove in after you. It had been too long. You had been down there for too long. You knew he was a better swimmer than you, but you didn't know that he wouldn't be fast enough to save you. And you will never know if he ever got you out of that lake or not, because you died right before he grabbed your cold body out of that water. So now, you're here. Now, we fight. Because that's what's supposed to happen here.
I'm sorry.
I know.
I died hating you.
You didn't hate me. You know that.
You didn't. I get that piece, but you never do.
You have to believe that I knew. You have to, or you'll never forgive yourself.
How can I?
You have to believe that if this was me, you'd know.
It wasn't your fault.
It wasn't yours either.
You were the best big sister I could have had.
I wasn't. And neither were you. There are no bad guys here, Eden. I loved you. That's all that matters.
I loved you too.
Now you know what we have to do.
Please don't.
You have to hear it. It has to finish.
Hello?
No, stop! Eden, you can't keep living off of me and off of Finn. It's not fucking fair.
Please don't!
It's not my fault I got my life together. It's not my fault that you can't be an adult.
I love you!
You can talk to me when you decide to stop being such a fucking failure. Alright? I'm done.
No! No, that can't be the last thing I hear you say. Willow! Don't you fucking leave me here, please! Willow!
Scene 8, the lake.
Come on.
No, not now. I'm not ready.
Isn't it beautiful?
Stop.
What's wrong? It's a perfect day. The sun is shining. The water is clear. Let's get a picture.
Stop. I can't. I won't do it.
Eden. You have to.
Can we eat first? Please.
Of course we can.
Finn hands her a sandwich out of a plastic bag.
You worked so hard on this PB&J.
I did. Hours of hard work.
You're such a dork.
But I'm your dork.
You are.
Finn takes the sandwich and sets it down.
It's time, Eats.
I'm not finished. I'm not done. I have so much more I need to do.
This isn't about the sandwich, is it?
Please, can't we just talk? I never got to talk to you.
Talk about what?
Anything. I just want to talk to you.
This isn't how it went.
I'm dying, Finn. I never talked to you. If I'd talked to you, maybe I'd still be here. Maybe we'd go home. And you'd make dinner. Maybe I'd make up with Willow. Maybe I'd decide to marry you. Maybe I'd visit Charlie's grave and put fresh flowers down. Maybe we could be happy. But I didn't. I jumped in that water. And I died.
Not really.
What?
You don't really die. I mean, you left behind so much of yourself. Because you loved, you know? You don't die because I'm alive and Willow's alive. You live in us. Everything we do. Your art is all around us. I mean, we see it everywhere. You're never really gone, Eats. We won't let that happen.
I took the tortured artist thing a bit too far, didn't I?
I guess you did.
My whole life, I idolized people who had to die before they became real artists. So I thought that when I died, that would put me in history books, inspire people, and finally I'd be satisfied. Finally, all the pain would have been worth it because I'd be a real artist. But it's here now, and I'm not ready. I want to live. I want to breathe, enjoy the feeling of sun on my skin, dance, sing, anything. But it's over. I'm over. I'm a collection of memories that are almost completely burnt out, and it doesn't fucking matter. I'm not any more of an artist than I was when I was alive, and I never saw that, and I wish I would have. I wish I would have loved more.
Well, you can enjoy the sun now.
It's a beautiful day.
Perfect for a swim.
Gazing at him.
Wow.
What is it?
You are the biggest, most beautiful firework I have ever seen.
And you were mine.
I never told you how much I loved you.
And do it now.
I love you.
Eden realizes that she is no longer breathing. Eden turns to the audience as if seeing them for the first time. They're her. They're everything. She looks up, takes a deep breath. End of play.
Wow. Well, this was so wonderful. And so beautiful. And now we're going to take a moment, take a breath, and then start our talk back here. So if anybody has any questions.
Pull up a chair, bro.
Yeah.
Love
Yeah,
that
if
play,
anybody
right?
has any questions, just raise your hand and we'll go around the room and these lovely folks will answer it for you.
I'll go first. What got you guys all interested in this particular play?
I really like emotional stuff like this. I mean, that's like why I like this art form in the first place, is all these very emotional, heart-tugging, just plays, moments in people's lives where, everything is out there on their sleeve. So it's just, me personally, I just love doing that. I think it's fun to feel that.
Joan sent me the script, and I also thought it was sad, and I like sad things, so I was like, yeah, let me in.
Yeah, the first time I read this play, there was like a single tear coming out for like the last two scenes. But I think this play is really special in that you don't spend a lot of time with any of the characters besides Eden, but their relationships feel so like thoroughly crafted, and there's so much like complexity and texture in all of them. And I was just, I don't know, that really got me.
I work at the same coffee shop as Elizabeth, and I just we talked about the play. I got invited to read it, and we found out Elizabeth's play was the one, and I had never read a lead before, and I was just like, hey, who's Eden? And Elizabeth was like, oh, they're always on stage, they always talk. So, and then of course I'm very into like grief and death as a topic, as Elizabeth is as well, and so really vibed with the script, of course. Yeah.
I think Joan asked me to narrate. He was like, hey, do you want to narrate this play that we're doing? And I was like, sure. And I had no clue that it would be this fucking devastating. I've cried every single read through of it. I was like wiping. I was like, I have eyeliner on. I can't mess it all up. But yeah, no. I really like plays where like the concept of death is very there. And yeah, similarly, I really do enjoy. I like angsty plays. They're my favorite. I love making people cry.
I was lucky enough to find the script on New Play Exchange and and that's kind of how. And I didn't know Elizabeth, but we have mutual friends. It was kind of a weird, small circles running into each other. But I was just lucky enough to find it, and so thank you.
Yeah.
Other questions?
Yeah, for the Playwright, when you began to write this, did you start with some one relationship or one moment that carried you through the rest of the play, or what was that process like?
Yeah, for sure. I wrote this play 2 years ago now. But I remember I was in my freshman year dorm room, and I was sitting late at night, in my bed, and I saw these, not like a vision, in an artistic way, I saw these two people sitting together at night, and it was raining outside, and one of them was dead, and the other one knew it. And I saw Eden and Finn before I knew they were Eden and Finn, and I knew that they were going to be something more than just talking one night. And then I started thinking oh, maybe this is the phenomenon of when you die, your life flashes before your eyes. And then I tried to think of what were the 7 other most important memories in this person's life, and it was these.
Fire.
Thanks.
Were there any particular things that you were reading or watching that kind of helped you with steering the narrative or thinking about how to encapsulate different
Yeah. I watch a lot of Mike Flanagan shows, which that's Haunting of Hill House, Haunting of Bly Manor, Midnight Mass. They're my favorite television shows ever. And I've been obsessed with them for such a long time that when I knew I wanted to write something that jumped around in time, I kind of turned back to those shows because they did a lot of that. A lot of people are dead. A lot of jumping around in time, really sad. Recommended if you have not yet watched it. But I really focused in on a lot of his writing style and a lot of what he does with characters in moments like that.
Go for it.
How since this I don't know if there's context necessary for this. We did the show, but I don't know how long you all had with the script.
Yeah, well, we had originally scheduled to do this at the beginning of the month, so everybody kind of got the script near end of September, but we didn't really get to start working on it until this last week. So we only had 2 rehearsals coming in.
Sunday and Tuesday.
How did you all in that really short time period lock into these characters?
Good question.
I'm the narrator.
Come on, say directions.
I don't know. I've always just I love rom-coms. I mean, I just love romantic relationships done on screen or on the stage, and I don't know. It was just a moment to live a fantasy, where it's just you're in a loving relationship and you just get to, I don't know, it's just, I don't really know. It's just, I was really just felt like I was in love. And I just kind of locked into that and just be feel that, because I feel like I love pretty hard. So I kind of just lean into that and kind of use that to rely on my delivery and my intention and all that stuff. Just that.
You're gonna love the next play we're doing.
Oh yeah? Any other actors?
I feel very strongly. I have real people in my life who I've identified with each of these characters that I was interacting with during this play, and dealt with heartbreak and some small to large variation with all of those roles. And so that was pretty easy for me to tap into. Yeah, and as far as really locking in, honestly, I was pretty tired the first couple of rehearsals, so I wasn't going as hard. But I practiced with my kittens last night, and they honestly didn't provide much helpful feedback at all. They did not react, they didn't care. I was screaming, I was crying. They would never protect me in an emotional, burdening situation. But that really made me push the limits, because I really wanted to see, like, maybe they'll care at some point. No, they didn't. But it pushed me, and it really helped to read it with real people who I do also really care about. I love this theater company. So it's just, it's real feelings. Not that far from the script at all.
I guess there's also one more thing I should say. I kind of treat this is how I just approach every kind of role. This is happening for the first time, always. So I kind of never anticipate what I'm gonna feel or anything, and I just kind of treat these like real people, and I think about how real people behave. So I'm just very much just in tune with just, this is reality when performing, at least, to, you know, so you all can see that.
Well, any other questions? Yeah?
For you, Elizabeth, what was the process like with like writing the time jumps? Like, did you have like a method of like you wrote them as like standalone, or like did you write them the order that they're in?
I'm trying to remember. I started with the proposal scene and the party scene, and then I worked my way, and then I started back at the beginning. Okay. Proposal, party, lake. Sister, middle school, sister. That's the order I wrote it in. And then I had to edit it, because when you write plays like that, they don't have a lot of connective tissue. And so I had to go back through it and edit. The editing process for this play took a very long time. I don't think I really ever finished it until March of this year, which is when I did it. And I had to finish it then, because there was no other choice. But yeah, it's hard to like map out a character when you only know them at like 6, 13, 18, 22, and 25. But beyond that, it's harder to know like Willow, who I only know at 10 and 20 and 28. So like trying to find where those characters live beyond the memories that they have, and trying to find, like, without writing more show, how those characters live outside of how Eden perceives them. Because we never really actually meet Willow, Charlie, or Jeremy. We meet Finn in the very first scene, but every other moment with every other character is not really them. It's either how Eden perceives them, or it's how the universe is speaking to Eden through the lenses of these people that she loved. So that was hard, but I figured it out, I think.
You did.
Sure did.
You got it.
Any other questions?
What was the hardest scene to write?
Ooh, the 6-year-old scene. When they're 6, I don't know how children talk. I also don't have siblings. I'm an only child, so I had a lot of trouble writing Willow and Eden, because I didn't want it to come across as like, oh, and people with an only child write siblings. So every scene that Willow was in was probably the hardest one to write, except for the fight, oddly enough. And then the middle school scene was hard, because I had to balance how they sounded like middle schoolers without sounding like I wrote exclusively how middle schoolers talk, which is not always the most eloquently spoken or interesting.
I have 5 siblings. You did great.
I actually wanted to ask, like, what inspired you with the sister scenes, because, like, you know, I have sisters, and, like, those scenes have always, like, hit me right in the gut, because it's very real, and it reminds me a lot of my relationships with my sisters.
Yeah. So I knew that I wanted Eden to have more than Finn, because originally, like, all I had at first was Eden and Finn, and I knew I wanted there to be one other person there, and I landed on sister for some reason. And not to air out my mother's dirty laundry, but my mother has a lot of sisters, and they do not get along at all, and they do not like each other, and I've been in the room a couple of times when they fought. And, like, you love someone a lot, but you do not like them very much, and the balance between loving someone and liking somebody is really, like, crucial for writing siblings, I guess. In my personal experience writing siblings, which is just this one.
Lovely. Any final thoughts? Any other questions? We close out? No? All right. Well, let's give our wonderful actors and playwright another round of applause.